What if I told you that the difference between an amazing life abroad and a complete financial disaster often comes down to just a few avoidable mistakes? Not language barriers, not culture shock, not even homesickness, but money mistakes. The kind that silently drain your savings, trap you in debt, or force you to cut your dream experience short. And here's the scary part. Most people don't even realize they're making them until it's too late. In this video, we break down the biggest financial mistakes people make when moving abroad. Additionally, we will also break down exactly how to avoid them so your experience becomes unforgettable for the right reasons. The last mistake is the one almost everyone ignores, and it can destroy everything. 1. Not understanding the true cost of living. Let's start with the most common mistake. People move abroad with a budget, but that budget is usually based on guesswork. They think, I checked rent online, it should be fine. But the reality? Cost of living is never just rent. It's transport, deposits, hidden utility fees, insurance, visa costs, furniture. Even basic things like groceries can shock you. For example, someone moving to a major city in Europe or North America might expect rent to be an average of 800 euros, but forget about the 100 to 200 euros for utilities, the 50 to 150 euros for transport, the 300 plus euros for food, the unexpected deposits up front. Suddenly, your affordable city isn't affordable at all. And here's the dangerous part. The first month always looks worse than you expect because everything hits at once. So people panic, dip into savings or start borrowing. Here is how to fix this. Don't just calculate rent. Build a full survival budget for your first 90 days, then add a buffer of at least 20 to 30%. If you don't, you're not budgeting, you're guessing. 2. Living like you're on vacation. This one destroys more budgets than anything else. You arrive in a new country. Everything is exciting. New food, new friends, new experiences. And suddenly, your daily life switches to holiday mode, eating out every day. Uber instead of public transport. Weekend trips every week. Impulse shopping because you only live once abroad, and it feels harmless until you check your bank account. The truth is, life abroad is not a vacation. It's real life in a different location. One of the biggest mindset shifts you need is this. You are not visiting the country. You are living in it. Tourist spending habits will bankrupt a student or newcomer fast. Here is a simple rule that saves people, especially when you are financially unstable. Treat weekdays like survival mode, weekends like controlled enjoyment. Otherwise, your dream experience becomes a financial countdown. 3. Ignoring currency conversion and fees. This mistake is silent and deadly. You spend 10 here, 20 there, 50 somewhere else. At the beginning, it feels small. But you're not thinking in your home currency. And that's the first problem. Because every tap of your card may include foreign transaction fees, unexpected exchange rates, ATM withdrawal charges, dynamic currency conversion traps. Even a 2 to 3% fee doesn't sound like much until you calculate it monthly. On £1,500 of spending, that's £30 to £45 lost instantly, every month. That's hundreds of euros per year gone. The fix is simple but powerful. Use a zero foreign fee card. Always pay in local currency. Avoid airport exchange counters completely. If you don't track this, you're leaking money without noticing. And leaks, over time, sink ships. 4. Not having an emergency fund. Let's talk about something most people ignore until it's too late. Emergencies abroad are expensive. Medical issues, visa complications, job loss, emergency flights home, lost accommodation deposits. And when you're in a foreign country, everything costs more to fix. Yet many people move abroad with just enough money to get started. That's not planning, that's gambling. A proper emergency fund should cover at least 2 to 3 months of essential living expenses, plus a buffer to travel home if needed. Without it, one unexpected event can force you into debt or send you home early. And nothing kills an abroad dream faster than financial panic. 5. Falling for, "I'll figure it out later." This one is especially common among students and new migrants. People assume, "I'll just find a job when I arrive." But reality hits differently. Job markets vary. Work permits matter. Language can be a barrier. Competition is real. And every week without income drains your savings faster than expected. What happens then? People accept the first job available, even if it pays poorly or destroys their schedule. Or worse, they rely on family support longer than planned. The smarter approach is research the job eligibility before arrival. Secure at least a backup income plan. Build savings that assume delayed employment. Because uncertainty is expensive. 6. Underestimating housing cost traps. Housing abroad can be a financial minefield. Some common traps include high deposits, sometimes 2 to 3 months rent upfront. Agency fees, furnishing costs as most, if not all places are unfurnished. Utility contracts you didn't expect. Scams targeting foreigners. And here's the worst part. Desperation makes people accept bad deals. They rush into housing just to settle in quickly, but a rushed housing decision can lock you into high expenses for months or worse, put you in unsafe situations. The key is patience in the first few weeks or months. Temporary accommodation first. Verify and read through contracts carefully. Never send money without proof or viewing, because one bad housing decision can drain more money than months of careful budgeting. 7. Not tracking spending at all. This is where most budgets silently die. People plan to track spending, but stop after a week. Then small expenses pile up. Coffee here, snacks there, subscriptions forgotten, random rides and impulse purchases. Nothing feels big individually, but together they destroy budgets. The solution is not complicated. Use a basic expense tracker app. Carry out weekly check-ins on your expenditure, or even add simple notes log. What matters is awareness, because you cannot control what you do not measure. 8. The real cost of these mistakes. Here's the truth most people only realize too late. It's not one big mistake that ruins your abroad experience. It's small financial habits repeated over time. A few unnecessary expenses here, a poor decision there, no tracking, no buffer, no plan. And suddenly, your dream experience becomes stressful, restrictive, and short-lived. But the good news? Every single mistake in this video is avoidable. You don't need a higher income. You don't need perfect circumstances. You just need awareness and structure. If you've made it this far, you now know what most people only learn through experience and expensive lessons. Which of these mistakes do you think people underestimate the most? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more content on surviving and thriving abroad financially, make sure to subscribe to Abroad Insights. Because the goal isn't just to move abroad, It's to actually enjoy it without money stress controlling your life. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.